Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Advancement Center. It's great to be here. Welcome to the world of magic and miracles, the industry of magic and miracles, and of course, hypersonic magic. Just saying the word hypersonic magic is enough to change our lives in a flash. So listen to the sound of my voice, the vibration that's riding within the words. Receive the message that's perfect for you. Hold on to nothing. Let everything go where it needs to go in your field. And feel whatever it is you need to feel. As I sit in this position to deliver to everyone, everywhere. It is great to be here. And everything is happening as it is designed to happen in each of our lives. It's a majestic journey filled with everything that we need, even though we don't think we need it or see the need for it in our lives. Let the feeling of who you are beyond this physical image slide to the front and let the world, this physical world that holds so much of our attention, ease to the back, if only for a moment. I'm going to share some words with you today and some thoughts that come from beyond this physical plane, from me that's in the outer reaches of the universe that I can feel, from my twin, from a life that's so expansive and so grand. And each of you are there with me. We are going through so many turbulent changes, body changes, and life changes in this physical world of matter. This level of change is increasing at a record speed. And the new awarenesses that we are feeling, the comprehension of which we can barely grasp, leaving us with the feeling of being like a balloon blowing in the air of our energetic field, but still gently tethered to ourselves, our twin, and our creator, as we continue to expand and change into magnificent beings of light. It's especially important that we be very gentle with ourselves, having no expectations except that we are being looked after. And we are moving with every breath we take, closer to the remembering and knowing of who we truly are. Guard your words and thoughts, for your power to create your world is increasing to a level that you have never known while being in this physical aspect of yourself. I was teaching tennis to two moms, and one of the ladies said, "Can we work on my backhand volley? It's really bad." She may have even said it stinks or something like that. And the other woman said, "Oh no, my 7-year-old daughter said, if you speak it, it's your reality." And I just smiled. And I said, "She's got it." And the mother of that child was so lit up as she said that. And the woman said, "Okay, I'm going to change my wording. I'm going to say, I'd like to work on my backhand volley because it needs some help." And the other woman said, "Yeah, that's it." And we all smiled and moved on. But I was amazed as that was transmitted and received. So we're carriers, each of us, of the mighty words, "There's always another way." And most of humanity has not remembered what we have remembered. And they forget that there's another way. They forget who they are, the power of what's inside of them, the power to create a reality by the words that come out of their mouth, by the thoughts that they have. They forget that they've settled into a belief system that's not real, of depending on diagnosis from medical people, depending on methods and processes from health people, and depending on methods and processes from spiritual people, giving their power away without knowing because they've forgotten how powerful they are. It's not that they don't know, because it's all in us. They just have forgotten. And we continue to share that there's another way. It's like having 1,000 friends and your car breaks down. And one says, "You need some money?" And another says, "You want to borrow my car?" And another says, "I know a mechanic that'll fix it for free." And another says, "I know a rent-a-car place that's only $1 a day." And on and on and on. That's the world of spirit times a million, saying there's another way. And all of it is leading you to the place where you know that you have the power to create another way, to change your reality, and to assist others in changing theirs by just giving them a hand or transmitting something without words with a smile, with a non-reaction, with a simple communication of, oh, it'll be all right. Those of us who have remembered are the ones that are passing on the reality of the existence of another world, a world of spirit, a world of magic, a world of brilliance, perfection. And sometimes we forget and we notice what seems to be problems in our life, things with our body or our mind, and we forget that we already know that there's another way. We already know that it's really not a problem. How could it be a problem for an eternal being who's never been born and can never die? How could there be a problem? You might move on to something else if you choose to, but there could never be an actual problem for the one we call God, which is you, limited in this physical dimension, but made up of the same magnificence. So stand and remember, and then know, and hold up the lightning bolt of hypersonic magic. If you need an extra jolt, an extra jolt of power, and stay above those thoughts that tell you there's something wrong, you're not going to make it. It's impossible for an eternal spirit to not make it. This is called Know Thyself. So here we go once again. As we come to know more about who we are able to share more for the benefit of all. I have come as one who would let everyone know who they are and who they are not. If you are here incarnated in a human form, whether you know who you are or not, I tell you that you have chosen the more difficult path. A path littered with challenges to produce experiences and opportunities for you to transcend what you came to transcend and to gain what you came to gain for yourself. You have chosen the highest program to graduate from, the most fertile ground to grow and to grow quickly. The fertilizer and manure that has been put into your field has been perfected and was designed to grow and produce flowers of beauty that have never been seen before. In this process of this growth, you have allowed yourself to forget who you are so that you can experience everything you need to experience in the fullness of its reality. and in the fullness of the reality of you simply being a human being. Even though we each have a unique and completely individual project, we always find ourselves comparing ourselves to others, comparing our journey, comparing our growth, leading us into the hierarchical system of they are more and we are less, or we are more and they are less. They're moving faster and we're moving slower. They're a master and I'm still learning. I want to stop doing what I'm doing and I want to be like them. There can be a part of this deflection and honoring that is used to push away self-responsibility. That responsibility for change is ours and ours alone. And we cannot use the excuse, I can't stop what I'm doing. I wish I was like them. But there also can be that part of us where we're truly doubting our own abilities and truly desiring to change and grow, desiring through authentic humility to have the freedom and the abilities that we see in others. But both of these positions are lacking merit, for we are truly incomparable. No two are the same. No one's journey is like yours. No two flowers will have the same bloom, and no two flowers will bloom at exactly the same time. So the act of comparing is a disservice to all, even as it is almost impossible not to compare. The program of comparison, measurement, and judgment was delivered millions of years ago, and it has been passed down from generation to generation, from mother to daughter, from father to son, from mother to son, and from father to daughter. From the day that it was put into the belief system that was created to keep us from remembering who we are, we were trained to look outside of ourselves and compare. We were given a standard of beauty, and we compared ourselves to it. We were given a standard of success, and we compared ourselves to it. We were given a standard of health, and we compared ourselves to it. And we were given a standard of wealth, and we compared ourselves to it. And once you compared yourself to it, you chased each standard with everything that was inside of you, because the program made you believe that when you met those standards, you would be loved or appeared to be loved. You would be liked or appeared to be liked, given admiration or appeared to be given admiration, given honor, respect, and appreciation, or what appeared to be honor, respect, and appreciation. All these things were garments that you placed on the outside of yourself to receive what was shown as rewards for meeting the standards. And each day you looked in the mirror at the outside of you to see if you met those standards. Am I beautiful enough? Am I successful enough? Am I wealthy enough? Am I healthy enough? When I walk outside and walk down the street, will they see those things in me? As I present the outside of me, will I meet the standards? And will I gain the kingdom of the physical world? Will I gain the world's appreciation, its love, its honor, its respect, acknowledgement, and most of all, its unanimous approval, echoed by every person who enters my field? Or will I realize that it was all a program to control my behavior, to not see who I really am, and to keep me judging everyone who doesn't see how hard I've been working to achieve these standards, as well as reacting to life itself and uttering those familiar words, I don't deserve to be treated like this. Don't they know who I am? It may take a lifetime for some to stop chasing the standards, even when you reach an age where it would be natural to say, I'm done with this game. I'm done chasing standards. I'm not trying to impress anyone anymore. I'm not going to worry about what I eat or how I look or how much money I have, the clothes I wear, or how healthy I might appear. I'm off that hamster wheel, And I will say to the program and all those who continue to push it into my world, fuck them. Yet there are many who will continue trying to achieve the standard all the way to their last breath, for it is the only thing they've latched onto as an identity for themselves. And if that is where they are, that is probably why they incarnated into a human form, to overcome. And maybe they'll come back in another lifetime with another opportunity to overcome it. And maybe as a young 10-year-old kid, they will feel the game and the program being loaded and say, fuck them, I'm not playing that game. And in that moment, they will have gained what they have come to gain in this lifetime, in this world of opportunities to expand and grow as a spirit. We naturally compare all the time. It is a necessary part of making a choice. We compare types of bread, types of meat and fruit, so we can make a choice of which one we like better. We compare cars, computers, and our home electronics for that same reason. But the program took that simple observational part of comparison to make an educated or personal choice and used it as a weapon of comparison to another person, which then produced a standard and a belief system. I am bringing this all into the light to show you who you are not, and to bring an end to the program of comparison and its real purpose, which is to create separation and division between divine spiritual beings. Now, may I tell you who you really are? You are that facet of the one diamond that we call Creator. And as a facet of that diamond, you are also that diamond. And as that diamond, you bow to no one. You honor everyone. You place no one above you, and you place no one below you. You stand equal with all beings that, just like you, are a facet of the one diamond. No more, no less. Desire to know yourself above all things as that facet of the diamond, and the old system that now rides in the background, run by comparison in your life, will disappear immediately. And that divine spiritual being, as that divine spiritual being, we are just like the ascended masters, our friends in the outer reaches, like Simeon, the angels, and all the entities that support us. We are no more or no less. They just have a different view from the world of spirit that allows them to support our existence and our journey in the physical plane. They are not seeking our reverence, our homage, our dependency, or our promotion of them. They want us to feel honored by them, for they know us beyond this physical realm as that one standing radiantly next to them in the great hall. They do not see us as lacking or less than, or dependent or weak or fragile. So they try and remind us of who we are by their words, by their presence, by their essence, and by their visits to us in quiet moments throughout our day. As I've said many times before, and I'll say it again, it is you, it is you, it has always been you. You are the facet of the one diamond. Therefore, you are the one diamond. We just don't have the full access to all that the diamond possesses in this physical world of matter. There is now nowhere to hide from this reality, for I am bringing it to your doorstep, not as a responsibility, but as an awareness and as an honoring acknowledgement that will lift your shoulders and stand you taller, that will lift your feet off the ground and allow you to look within and finally know thyself, so that you can once and for all free yourself from the program of comparison that only produces judgment of yourself and of others and to take you to the place where you can say, just like the one diamond says, I am that I am. And when they ask you who sent you, tell them that I am sent you. You were given another name here in this incarnation, and you've had many names in other incarnations, but you are the I am. And no one and no thing is more of I am than you are. And no one and no thing is less of I am than you are. Now you will show the world who you are and what you are capable of as your flower blooms in the morning light of the sunrise. You will change lives, change fields, balance and harmonize all the energies here on the planet and beyond, and will do it from inside yourself with no fanfare as your field expands even beyond the size of Antaria. You are everything and you are everywhere. Now rise up from that bowing position and lift your head high. Feel the welcome and the honor of the great masters as you stand shoulder to shoulder with those that you have revered. So now you know who you are, and you know who you're not, because I have told you. But it is only when you know thyself for yourself that you will delete all programs and start to fly and truly shine as bright as a diamond for all to see. Don't you know who you are? Don't you know who you are? Don't you know who you are? Now you know. You're a bright shining star. You have come from so far. Don't you know who you are? Now you know. But until you choose to remember all that you are, compare yourself to no one as you watch from afar. For like you, they are living all they are not until they return to the light that they forgot. You can't know who you are until you know what you're not. You've got to lose what you know before you know what you've got. You are me, I am you. I am the diamond, and so are you. Now you know who you are. Now you know. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. All that's left to do is let you know that everywhere you go, right in front of you, right within inside of you, inside the diamond that you is a perfect life with perfect health and a magic future. Thank you for joining me and listening. I am David.